Good evening. I would like to talk today about emotional conflict. In relationships, conflicts can be an ordinary and healthy affair. When two people are not likely to agree on the same things, it's possible this is the beginning of some sort of conflict. Since relationships, whether private or personal, conflicts are unavoidable. While learning to deal with them in a healthy way, this could be crucial in relationships. Knowing the essential resolution of the conflict is important. When understanding that conflicts occur from altercations that arise internally, when people disagree over their principles, incentives, perceptions, ideas, and requirements, conflicts occur. Occasionally, these modifications seem trivial. Now, when conflict is triggered by a strong feeling, a deep need by the individual, an impersonal encounter that will search for the need at the core of the problem. There is a need to feel safe and secure in the midst of conflict. There will be a need to feel rejected. There will be a need that feel rejected, and the values or your needs are higher, and a closer familiarity is needed when conflicts occur. There is a need to recognize and resolve conflicts. When out of touch with your emotional state, hassles that cause your attention to span and lack depth, that a few emotions taking place cannot or will not be able to recognize your own desires when conflict takes place. If you don't appreciate your entrenched need, you will have a hard time collaborating with others while maintaining and staying in touch with what is actually troubling you. For instance, couples will contend with their differences. He might say, well, why does she hang her towels or drape her towels that way? And she might question, why does he comb his hair the way that he does? But what is really disturbing them? What causes them to ask these questions? Well, having an ability and the will to be successfully that will enable you to grab hold what will be successful during these conflicts needs to be looked into. Managing stress while remaining alert and calm. When calm, there is an ability to interpret verbally and non-verbally communications during these trying times. Control your emotions and behavior. Controlling one's emotions when speaking and not intimidating, terrifying, or demanding from others. Pay attention to the needs, the feelings that bring and express, as well as the spoken words to others. Pay attention to what's being said and done. Be aware and respectful about differences. To resolve problems quickly, there's a need to avoid rudeness and words of action that causes this. Being vigor and unnatural, these vigor and unhealthy habits dealing with the undertaking of conflicts. Conflicts causes tension, reactions that can lead to an unhappy, emotional state of displeasure and embarrassment. If handled in a sensible manner, it can cause irreparable cracks in the relationship, dislikes, disruption, disinterpretation, and the relationship falls apart. When conflicts are resolved in an acceptable way, it intensifies our consideration for one another, building trust that reinforces relationships and ties together the relationship. We need to undertake what conflict does. There are 5 emotional challenges that we deal with conflict. The first skill would be quick stress relief, a powerful antidote that the body is able to shake off the feeling of stress and being stressed out. When we ourselves are able to attach this relationship and response technique by deep breathing, conception, open mind, and muscle relaxation, and even yoga, we could get over conflict and the stress that comes with it. Second is emotional awareness. Emotional awareness is the undertaking that is an undertaking that's not taught in school. We enter the workforce knowing how to read, to write, and report on our bodies and knowledge, but often we lack the skills to manage the emotions that challenges the problems we face. Good decisions requires far more than just knowledge. We need that emotional awareness to bring us to the conclusion of what conflict is. Then there's the non-verbal communication. Key to the intimidating of others' emotions and ability to read non-verbal communications by the tone of the voice, gestures, and facial expressions, and the quickness of a gesture that is liked or not, and thinking of the non-verbal communications. It is conflicting as it is separated from the verbal communications. An actual view of the operation will be put side by side, but as neither are the same when we look at them together. Then we have what we call playful communications. Playful communications is like a relationship having excitement, a freshness, a vivid sense of expression, and is the most useful tool in our life. Laughter will enrich our interactions, give those in a relationship enjoyment. It's an extra ring to keep us motivated. Laughter is confidence. It will bond individuals in a way that creates a strong buffer against stress, disagreement, and disappointment. And finally, we have conflict resolution. We cannot prevent all conflict, but some steps can be taken to keep it at a minimum. We can manage conflict by preventing it from taking place. Avoiding conflict is not the same as evading conflict. Avoiding conflict is acting and collaborating in a way to avoid unnecessary conflict. Conflict is healthy and natural. It's a slice of our human relationships within us. Individuals will not agree on everything every time. In itself, conflict is not necessarily a bad thing. When handling it positively, we will help people to stand up for themselves and others. Working together, we can achieve equal satisfaction with a solution. When conflict is handled poorly, it can and will cause anger, hurt, discord, and more severe problems than we're willing to face. So we take those steps to avoid conflict, those 5 skills: quick stress relief, emotional awareness, nonverbal communication, playful communication, and conflict resolution. I thank you for your time. God bless you. Have a blessed day. Thank you.